Before we begin, go subscribe to Nick's Political Predictions, who helped a lot with this election night. Links down below. Go subscribe right now. And we have the 2024 election night. Nikki Haley versus Kamala Harris, with Barbara Martinez and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez being the respective running mates. We have the Fox News prediction, with Nikki Haley getting 334 of the electoral votes to Kamala Harris's 204. CNN, 191 for Haley, and 347. 131 for Haley for MSNBC, and 407 for Kamala Harris. In the ABC News prediction, Nikki Haley has 265 electoral votes. Kamala Harris has 273. In the Wall Street Journal's prediction, Haley, 246 electoral votes to Kamala Harris's 292. Nikki Haley gets 125 in the New York Times prediction to Kamala Harris's 413. And here is the average polling. As you see, the GOP was doing pretty bad until their convention, where they kind of rebounded. In the Democratic convention, it got kind of close. The first debate was really bad for Haley, and then it just flip-flopped. And by the last few days, Kamala Harris was doing pretty good, but it's now really tight. And let's look at the 2020 election results. Trump won with 316 electoral votes to Elizabeth Warren's 222. And now we have the 7 p.m. poll closings: Vermont, Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, and Georgia. A total of 64 electoral votes. Nikki Haley wins Indiana by 16 points. Vermont goes to Kamala Harris. Kentucky going to Nikki Haley. Virginia is too close to call, but Kamala Harris is a pretty big lead by 8 points. South Carolina, 20 points to Nikki Haley. And Georgia is too close to call. Nikki Haley has a slight lead, but there's a lot of votes to be counted. And we have the current electoral map. 28 to Haley, 29 toss-up, and 3 for Kamala Harris. Now we have the 7:30 p.m. poll closings, with a total of 37 electoral votes: Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. But we have live coverage from the Haley headquarters, Columbia, South Carolina. She is saying we shall overcome, talking about elites and super PAC money, all of that. And we have live coverage from the Harris headquarters in Sacramento, California, with Cortez speaking, saying we need a nation free for all. Ohio is too close to call. It is tied. And West Virginia, Nikki Haley wins here by an enormous amount, more than Trump. North Carolina toss-up, but she has a lead. Virginia now even higher, 10-point lead for Kamala Harris, but still there are a bunch of votes to be counted. Georgia is still too early to call, and Nikki Haley has 32 electoral votes, 62 toss-ups, and 3 for Kamala Harris. We have the 8 p.m. poll closings now, with Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Florida, Illinois, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Missouri, and Oklahoma. This is a total of 167 electoral votes. And Nikki Haley crowd updates. They are reportedly shouting USA, USA. Special guest Mark Zuckerberg at the Harris Watch Party, saying this is why we need people like her in office. Breaking news! Click here for more info. The Libertarian Party candidate Bill Weld's watch party has been shut down after a fight begins. We do not know what happened, maybe it was somebody that turned against Bill Weld, and now there was a big fight, and police have to stop it. Too close to call and may not large, but Kamala Harris is leading. And Bing's first congressional district has won to Kamala Harris. Maine's second congressional district is too close to call. New Hampshire too close to call. Massachusetts goes to Kamala Harris. Rhode Island goes to Kamala Harris. Connecticut, only 10 points, but still. New Jersey, pretty close, but still goes. Same thing with Delaware, goes to Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris wins in Maryland. And too close to call, Pennsylvania. Kamala Harris leading, but there is a lot more votes to be counted. Here it is tied with Florida at 31 of its electoral votes. Only 12% reporting. Kamala Harris wins Illinois. And Nikki Haley wins Tennessee. Nikki Haley wins Alabama, Mississippi, Missouri, Oklahoma, and now Ohio is too close to call, with Nikki Haley having a 2-point lead, 34% reporting. North Carolina, again 2-point lead, but 42% reporting. Virginia, still too close to call, and an 8-point lead, 39% reporting. And Georgia, too close to call, 2-point lead for Nikki Haley, 52% reporting. And now we have 64 for Haley, 129 toss-up, and 71 for Kamala Harris. We have the 8 p.m. poll closings with Arkansas, a total of 6 electoral votes. Hooligans tried to attack Haley. Street fight begins. As you can see, a lot of people are starting to fight here. The police are going to have to break this up. We do not know if there was an assassination attempt, but they were trying to attack her. Nikki Haley wins Arkansas and Maine at large. Second Congress, 2 electoral votes, 6-point lead for Kamala Harris. Maine's second congressional district has 4-point lead for Haley. And New Hampshire now has 6-point lead for Kamala Harris. This is not looking good. 4-point lead in Pennsylvania for Harris. 2-point lead for Nikki Haley in Florida. 21% reporting. And in Ohio, 39% reporting and a 4-point lead for Haley. Too close to call in North Carolina, still a 2-point lead and 57% reporting. Virginia, Kamala Harris is the projected winner. Finally, 8-point lead. Georgia is going to Nikki Haley. We do not have the check mark, but we could officially project it. Nikki Haley has 96 electoral votes, 90 toss-ups, and 85 for Kamala Harris. 9 p.m. poll closings. New York, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Louisiana, Texas, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona. 157 electoral votes. New York, 66% for Kamala Harris and 19% reporting. Michigan, too close to call, 4-point lead for Kamala Harris, 19% reporting as well. And now, Wisconsin, Kamala Harris is leading by 22% reporting, but still. Minnesota, 8-point lead for Kamala Harris, only 24% reporting. North Dakota goes to Haley. South Dakota goes to Haley. Nebraska's 2 electoral votes will go to her. And Nebraska's first congressional district will go. Nebraska's second is too close to call, and Nebraska's third is going to her. Kansas goes to Nikki Haley. Louisiana as well. Texas, too close to call, 12-point lead for Nikki Haley, but 11% reporting, 41 electoral votes at stake here. Wyoming goes to Nikki Haley. Colorado is too close to call. We are expecting to project this for Kamala Harris any moment. New Mexico, 5 electoral votes will go to Kamala Harris. Arizona, too close to call. Nikki Haley has a slight lead, but there are a bunch of votes to count. Maine at large, 2 electoral votes will go to Kamala Harris, 8 points. too close to call in Maine's 2nd Congressional District. Tied. And in New Hampshire, Nikki Haley is now in the lead, 48% reporting. Pennsylvania, 19 electoral votes at stake here. Kamala Harris is leading with 46%, 39%, and for Florida, and 2-point lead for Nikki Haley. In Ohio, 6-point lead for Nikki Haley with 52% reporting. And 4-point lead in North Carolina with 67% reporting. We have 123 for Nikki Haley, 188 toss-ups, and 121 for Kamala Harris. Now we have the 10 p.m. poll closings: Iowa, Montana, Nevada, and that's 26 total electoral votes. Iowa, too close to call. 4-point lead, 28% reporting for Haley. Haley wins Montana, Utah, and Nevada, now too close to call. Kamala Harris is probably going to win this. Michigan, still too close to call, 6-point lead. Wisconsin, too close to call, now it's tied up. And we could project Minnesota for Kamala Harris, 8-point lead. And the 2nd Congressional District in Nebraska is still too close to call. Texas, 41 electoral votes will go to Nikki Haley. And this is by a very good amount, better than Trump. I think Haley is done pretty well here. And too close to call. Colorado still. We're just counting a few more votes, and maybe it will be projected. Arizona, 6 points difference. Wow. Nikki Haley would probably win that. Maine 2nd Congressional District, a 2-point lead for Nikki Haley. New Hampshire, 2-point lead for Nikki Haley, 63% reporting. Pennsylvania, 59% reporting, and it is toss-up right in the middle. Nikki Haley still having a 2-point lead here, and 53% reporting. 4% reporting, too close to call in Ohio, 66%, 76% for Nikki Haley's side, as she has 4-point lead in North Carolina. 190 for Haley, 134 are toss-up, and 130 are for Kamala Harris. Big lead for Nikki Haley. But now we have this Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California, and Hawaii. But before we have a special performance by Alan Jackson at Haley's watch party. He is an outspoken Republican, and now he's willing to help her. A new poll comes out from ballots. Exits say that 48% of voters want expansion of the barrier on the southern border that Trump has built. There have been 348 votes in this. Not the biggest, but we could still see that people have voted for it. 168, 106, and 74. Pretty good. Idaho goes to Nikki Haley. Oh my god, Washington goes. And Oregon will go to Kamala Harris. California goes to Kamala Harris. And Hawaii. A bunch of states. Iowa, too close to call, 2% difference for Haley. Nevada, 10 points. Kamala Harris. Wow, Michigan now. Kamala Harris has a sizable lead. And 58% reporting in Wisconsin. Nikki Haley has a 2-point lead. And still, Nebraska second, too close to call, 2-point lead as well with 55% reporting. Kamala Harris is a projected winner in Colorado's 10 electoral votes, 46% reporting. And Nikki Haley has 52% against Kamala Harris is 48% in Arizona. Maine's 2nd Congressional District, 2-point lead as well. New Hampshire, 2-point lead. Pennsylvania, tied, 68% reporting. And 2-point lead, too close to call in Florida, 87% reporting. 79% reporting with a 4-point lead for Nikki Haley. And she has won. And there are 211 electoral votes for Nikki Haley, 99 toss-ups, and 225 for Kamala Harris. 1 p.m. poll closings, Alaska, 3 electoral votes. Nikki Haley is 1 here. We're going back here. Nikki Haley still in the lead, nothing different. And we can project Michigan is going to Kamala Harris by 4 points. And here, Wisconsin too close to call. Nebraska second is too close to call. Too close to call in Arizona, 6-point lead. And Maine's second congressional district will be going to Nikki Haley. And now, Nikki Haley, 50-50 in New Hampshire. 51-49 in Pennsylvania for Kamala Harris. And we could project Florida for Nikki Haley. 2-point lead, 96%. And we have 246 for Nikki Haley, 52 toss-ups, and 240 for Kamala Harris. A few key states can decide everything. And we can project Iowa will go to Nikki Haley. 4-point lead, 88%. And in Wisconsin, 86% reporting too close to call. Maine second will go to Nikki Haley by 4 points. In Arizona, still too close to call. New Hampshire, too close to call. Pennsylvania, too close to call. And we have 253 for Nikki Haley and 240 for Kamala Harris. 52 electoral votes left. And now too close to call in Wisconsin. But we could project Arizona, a 4-point lead, 95% of precincts reporting will be going to Nikki Haley. And New Hampshire, 99.4% reporting, and it's still too close to call. We could project Pennsylvania for Kamala Harris. 99.7% reporting. We have 265 for Nikki Haley, 14 toss-up, and 259 for Kamala Harris. Now with 99.9% of precincts reporting, Nikki Haley has won in New Hampshire. And still too close to call in Wisconsin. Still too close. Now Nikki Haley has added up a few more points. And breaking news alert! Click more for more info. And Nikki Haley has won Wisconsin. That puts her over the top. Nikki Haley has won the election, and Barbara Martinez has also won. 279, 0 toss-ups, and 259 for Kamala Harris. Breaking news, Haley comes out with family for victory speech. Speech begins 2:20 a.m. ends 3 a.m. Kamala Harris doesn't come out to speak to crowd. Disappointment has filled the room. Breaking news. Kamala Harris claims she won't concede election until after a recount in Wisconsin, New Hampshire, and Florida ends. Recount will occur in Wisconsin, Florida, and New Hampshire. Wisconsin is now leading for Harris, but this is halfway through the recount. New Hampshire halfway through the recount. As you see, Haley is leading. And in Florida, Haley is leading by 2 points. And we can project that Nikki Haley will win in Florida by 2 points, 100% reporting. Winning by 50.02. Nikki Haley will win New Hampshire by 50%. She has won here by 50.97. And the last one, which could project everything, Wisconsin going to Nikki Haley. 100% reporting. And Nikki Haley projected winner in Wisconsin, 50.021% November 14th. Nikki Haley has the same electoral vote count as before. And big party begins and Nikki Haley has a big convention. 500,000 people came. Kamala Harris concedes the election to Nikki Haley, so she'll run as a vice president next time around. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any disagreements, comment them down below. And again, a special thanks to Nick's Political Predictions. Please go sub. Links in the description. And have a great day. Peace out, everyone.